Malians voted Sunday in a second-round presidential election between incumbent Ibrahim Boubacar Keita and opposition leader Soumaila Cissewill in the sprawling West African nation threatened by rising extremist violence. Sunday's polls opened to light rain and light turnout. Many worry that the vote could be marred by violence. In the July 29 first-round presidential vote, extremists killed 3 election workers and destroyed some voting materials. Nearly 43% of voters made it to the polls last month and at least 671 polling stations were closed. Despite the relatively low turnout, officials call the vote well conducted. Mali has grown more insecure since Keita beat Cisse in a second-round election in 2013. Malian authorities arrested 30 jihadists on Friday who said they were preparing to carry out an attack during the vote in Bamako, said Mali Army spokesman Colonel Idrissa Traoré on Sunday. Extremists are staging more bold attacks that have spread to central Mali, where both Islamic State and Al-Qaeda-linked militants are present. Deadly communal clashes between ethnic groups and accusations of heavy-handed counter-terror operations have caused even deeper tensions and mistrust of the state. Still, a second term for Keita, 73, seems likely. He received 41.7% of the vote in the first round from a field of 24 candidates and has gained endorsements from some other candidates. Dressed in his traditional white bubu, Keita voted near his home in Bamako on Sunday. "I hope that everyone will be very vigilant," he said, saying that any suspected attempts at fraud should be reported to police. "Ultimately this election must end as it should, with the celebration of democracy. This is what we hope for in our hearts." Cisse, 68, who placed second in the first round with nearly 18% of the vote, has blamed Keita for insecurity, violence and corruption. His opposition party also alleges there was voting fraud in July. Cisse has not received major endorsements from failed candidates but does have the backing of a popular spiritual leader Mohammed Old Boy A. Haidara. "This time, I have a good feeling," Cisse had said. His campaign director Thibault Drama charged there were cases of stuffing of ballot boxes in several northern locations. However, the Constitutional Court on Wednesday said it has registered more than 10 requests from the opposition over various anomalies in the first round, but most were declared inadmissible. On Saturday, the opposition organized a march to warn against the fraud. Soumaila Keita, a 57-year-old retiree, said he would vote for the incumbent, Keita. "Unlike his challenger, my candidate knows the country well and he has the solution to the problems," he said. Another voter who was unrelated but with the same family name, Fana Keita, said she will also vote for the current president. "He is a man who loves his country, he is a worker who has opened several development sites and I hope he continues his work," she said. Voter turnout trickled throughout the day and it expected to remain low. Some people have fled areas of violence until the vote is over. In central Mali, attacks have become more frequent amid communal clashes as neighbors suspect one another of being recruited by extremist groups. Meanwhile, Malian soldiers in recent months have been accused of abuses, including extrajudicial killings, during counter-terror operations. On Wednesday, armed men attacked the Boni prefecture, according to a Malian security official who spoke on condition of anonymity because the official was not permitted to speak to the press. The armed men killed the prefect's secretary. Malian authorities have tried to reassure the public and encourage them to go to the polls for the second round. Residents in central Mali, however, have said they don't see the increased security. Many in the municipalities of Tigner Iba, Lolgo and Barasir have said they likely won't be able to vote.